going on? Dan here. Time for another episode of First Bite. Been a minute since we've done some barbecue, so we're going to do some barbecue. This is outside barbecue. 1613 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard East, Tampa, Florida 33610. So we got a 2-meat combo. I found it interesting that on DoorDash, when selecting my 2-meat combo, I could not select brisket as one of the 2 meats. There's a different option that costs more that says brisket plus 1 meat. So if you want brisket, you got to pay a little bit more. So I got the brisket plus 1 meat, which is the ribs. Also for sides, points right off the bat for them because they have baked beans and they have potato salad, the 2 sides, which I will judge all barbecue by. Also, I found this interesting. On their official website, I went and looked. There was no mention of all these extra drinks. There was just lemonade. But on DoorDash, they had all of these different lemonades listed. One was called the Ghostbuster. I got one called the Green Goblin. So I don't know what this is all about, honestly. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's in there. Tastes like mango? Maybe I should have just got the regular lemonade. I don't know what makes that a Green Goblin. 6.4 on the Green Goblin. I would just rather have regular lemonade. I mean, I'm all about a gimmick. I like a good flavored lemonade, a strawberry lemonade or whatever, but I don't know what to tell you. That's not doing it for me. We got to try our sides. Good potato salad. Really good potato salad. Gonna get the baked beans going here. Sweet. They're sweet. There's cinnamon in there. Cinnamony. Yeah. They had 3 different sauces. They had a hot barbecue, a sweet barbecue, and a Carolina Gold. And I just had to mix the Carolina Gold and the sweet barbecue. Let's try some of this brisket. It's not bad. It's not bad. Got us a couple of bones. We gotta dig in here, try one of these ribs. There's some good bark on those ribs. That's actually nice. Like one side of the rib had like a really nice bark. Almost, dare I say, almost a crunch to it. The other side was just nice and tender, and it just gave way as soon as I took a bite. I think I like the ribs better than the brisket, honestly. I mean, look, I'm not going to tell you that it's Texas barbecue or Memphis barbecue or Kansas City barbecue. I've been all around the country. I've had all of the good barbecues. It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to impress with barbecue. This is decent. I think I like the ribs more than the brisket. The potato salad is really good. The baked beans I enjoyed. Not my usual go-to baked bean, again, because it's sweet. And normally I might even deduct points for that. But somehow the cinnamon baked beans actually worked. I want you to understand that I have had amazing barbecue all around this country. So that being said, 7.1. I still think that it's respectable. Just my opinion. I think it's harder to get a high barbecue score than it is to get a high pizza score. There's some things that I thought were really good. There's some things that I thought were room for improvement. But isn't that always the case? Isn't there always room for improvement? Just like in our own personal lives? Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and play therapist. I digress. Time to be done with this. Deuces. Dan is out. That has been another episode of First Bite.